I mean, that's what the sort of the beauty of continuing to do these things as you get older.
I was trying to think of a nice way to say that. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of the nice things about the aging athlete is you get to celebrate some wins that you didn't in your youth.
Yes,
Perhaps.
exactly.
Well, that's excellent. I think that I like what baked into that whole thing is letting go of perfectionism, right? And
and having so much time really lets me ease up on the perfectionism. Like I can take my time to get to that place. Hey there, welcome to Getting to Good Enough. I'm Shannon Wilkinson.
And I'm Janine Adams. We're here for practical and fun conversations about living with more ease and way less stress.
Yep. We're all about embracing progress over perfection. So grab a tasty beverage and let's get started. Hey, Janine.
Hey, Shannon. How you doing?
I'm doing really well. How are you?
I'm doing well, too. Thank you. Why are you doing so well?
I'm super excited because we're going on a big trip to Scandinavia in September.
That's exciting.
And I know that's exciting in and of itself. But we will be in Oslo, Norway, the weekend of the Oslo Marathon. And they have a 10K.
Nice.
And I just signed up for it.
Oh, that's very cool. You are such an adventurous runner. Is this your first international running expedition?
Yeah, I guess it is.
Nice.
I don't think I've done any international races.
But you have run around in various places in the U.S., at least a couple.
Yes, I have run in a couple different places. Portland and Boston.
Is that it? Well, surely you've done it elsewhere in Oregon, no?
No, I have run in I've done 10Ks in different parts of the Portland area, but the marathon races were in Portland and Boston.
Right. That's amazing that you ran the Boston Marathon. You qualified for and ran the Boston Marathon. Huge.
That was a highlight for sure.
Yeah, that's a huge achievement. That is so great.
And
but now you're going to Norway and going to run.
Yes. And I mean, it's just like a fun thing to do. But the part of it that is really exciting for me is that I've been wanting to kind of get back to running again. And, a year ago, I did that and ran a 5K in March. And then with my shoulder surgery, I wasn't able to keep up with my running.
Obviously, it would be impossible.
Yes. So now I'm back. I feel like I'm back to square one where, I've been doing some run walking and it just hasn't really I'm just not super motivated to do it. I've just been doing it. And now having this event to train for, to work towards is much more motivating. It's more exciting. I feel like I have a purpose in my training, which always helps me achieve my fitness goals more easily.
Right. You're not just running for the sake of wanting to be able to run.
Yeah. I mean, part of why I've been wanting to run is I would love to be able to get back to running for a long enough time that I can kind of get into the zone and do that. And that doesn't really happen with a 5K.
No.
So, it needs to be like 45 or 60 minutes of running, I think, before you sort of drop into that zone. At least for me, that's been my experience. So that's been part of the reason why I wanted to start running again. But I always do better when I have a challenge, when I have a purpose, when I'm working out for a reason.
Right. I totally get that. I think that's fantastic. And I don't, me, I don't run unless I'm late for an airplane or if I were being chased, which has never happened except in my dreams, but
Right.
nightmares. But so I can't even relate to that, that getting into the zone thing. But I can appreciate it. And what strikes me that if you need to run for 30 to 45 minutes to get there, that means you have to spend some time training to get to that point, and to have it be a specific date around a lot of people, including your adoring husband on the sidelines, I think sounds just fantastic. What's the date of the race? Do you know? I'm sure you do.
It's September 12th.
12th. And so it's
I'm hesitant. Yeah, it's September 12th.
Just over 6 months away. So that's really doable, right?
Yeah. And we land in Oslo on the 9th. So I think that should give me enough time to kind of get over any jet lag and get on the new schedule.
When I went to Australia the first time, which was in 2009, my brother who lives there said, there's a 5K walk the morning after you get here. Do you want to do it? I'm like, sure. And okay, we're going to be, have to be there. We have to leave the house at 6 or something. And I'd just flown, my
47 hours.
Yeah, right. But luckily I was fit enough that a 5K walk didn't feel like anything at all. And I remember we were being cheered. Some woman on the sideline says, "You can do it," to me specifically. I don't know. I must have looked like I couldn't do it. I'm like, of course I can do it. It's 3 miles.
It's 3 miles.
3 miles getting to see sights. But boy, that jet lag was a real thing. So it's good that you have a few days to get settled into it. That's great. I know that me, I have a really hard time exercising. And I mean, through the years, I've done various things. I have managed to exercise fairly well, considering my aversion to it. And then I started working with a trainer more than a year ago now. It's been, I guess, 14 months, which is really helpful because I'm paying a lot of money. That's motivating. And it isn't that motivating to get me to do stuff between sessions. I never miss a session. But I do rejoice if she cancels. But maybe I've mentioned this on the podcast, but I have set the goal of being able to walk up to my apartment from the ground level, 35 flights, and there are 18 or 20 stairs per flight, depending on some of the floors have higher ceilings. And so I set up a system and got my AI to help me set up a schedule. And yesterday of how many flights, to get to the goal.
Does it go up by the week or something?
Yeah, one a week. I do it twice a week, and on Tuesdays and Saturdays, and on Saturday I raise the number. So or Saturday I did 23.
Oh my gosh!
So I'm more than halfway to my goal of 35.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you have a time, like when you're going to hit 35 if you keep at the rate you're going?
I guess it's 12 weeks from now.
Oh.
So yeah, whatever that is, 3 months. So April, May, June. You know what? I looked at it, actually. Now that I think about it, I jot in my bullet journal a little bit of data each time. And I looked to see, I think if I do it, if I'm not too lazy to do the stairs while you're visiting, I think it's while you're here.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. You can walk it with me if you want. There's a goal. Don't do that to yourself.
I was like, could I? That'd be so fun. I don't think I can.
You could join me part way up. You could walk
Maybe
down.
I could just go as far as I could go. And then
leave me. I could keep going, huffing and puffing.
And then maybe I'll take the elevator up to the 33rd floor or something and meet you there and walk up the last.
Yeah, it's like, I remember didn't you do that? You used to do that with your friends who were doing maybe a half marathon, and you would go before you were a runner, And you went to various parts of the race and cheered them on.
Yeah, they were walking the marathon, and that was when I was of the firm belief that there was no way I could even walk it, much less run it.
Right.
Like,
look at you.
I couldn't join in with them. Like, I could not do that. And so, yeah, I met them at like 5 different spots, and I made them little like affirmation cards, and I brought them candy, and I think I brought them coffee. You know, it's like, so
oh my God, I want you to do that for me on my 35 flight journey while you're visiting. That would be amazing.
Go up, like take the elevator up 7 flights, meet you, take it up.
Yeah, exactly. Give me affirmations.
How long will it take you to do 35 flights?
Well, I did 23. I write that down too. I did pulling out my bullet journal. I did 23 in, I didn't write it down. Damn. I did 22 in 7 minutes. 7 minutes, 45 seconds.
That's fast.
Is it? But, I'm sure it'll get slower per flight as I get closer to 35, but it should be 10 to 12 minutes.
Yeah. It sort of reminds me of I don't know, this is probably what is that, apocryphal story of a guy who every day did a curl holding his baby. And so as the baby got bigger, he could continue to curl his kid as he got bigger and bigger until he was an adult, and he could still curl him because he did, while he was still living at home, he could still do it because he did it every day gradually. So, you're just doing this 1 flight per week increase. So you may not have longer times to get to the top.
Yeah. This last time when I went up to 23, I had been stopping every 6 floors for about 30 seconds to catch my breath. And this time I was giving myself permission to stop 4 times. And which meant I was stopping every 5 floors instead of every 6. But I actually didn't. I actually did it with only 3 stops.
Oh.
It just kept going at the end. So, and I miscalculated. I walked down I was scheduled for down because down's harder than up on my body. Yeah. So now I walked down 12 flights, took the elevator down 13 flights, walked up. No, that's not right. 11, walked up 20. Anyway, I miscalculated it. I got on at the wrong floor. So I had to walk to 36.
Oh,
I had to walk past 35. And then I had to walk down again. It didn't. So for some reason, stopping at 5 flights part of the way up made it help me. I had more steam after that, not pushing it, because sometimes I push it to 7. But
I think it's a really good point in a couple of points is like you're making it doable and you're not pushing yourself too hard, but also you
have a real goal.
Yeah, you have a real goal.
Helps me a lot. Yeah.
And you're making the getting there doable. But the other thing is you're giving yourself permission to make it easier if you need it to be.
Yeah. Right.
And I think that's really hard. I mean, I think not hard. Well, it can be hard if you're a perfectionist. Definitely. But that makes it easier to continue if you have permission.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It's an interesting little adventure. And we have been having some elevator problems of late. Oh. And we have 3 elevators, and recently 2 of them were broken. And so knowing that I literally I could do it now if I needed to, but soon, hopefully by the end of this, without too much effort, I could walk up and it not be a big deal. Or even the fact I could think nothing of walking up 15 flights and catching the elevator there if it felt like if I was worried about a crowded elevator lobby. The problem is often I have Bix and I can't ask Bix to do that.
Yeah.
So, my friend, Bix's best friend, Peppermint, had to get carried down. She's a Westie, 11 flights recently. Her poor mom had to, she's not a svelte Westie either. And she didn't really want to be carried. So it was a struggle.
Oh my gosh.
To get her. I did find that when I was walking down the same number of flights as I was walking up, that I would really hurt the next day. So now I'm strive to walk. I mean, I can walk down 35. I've done it a number of times, but it's not part of the training.
When I was doing more hiking and mountain climbing, the down is always harder on your legs than the up.
Yeah. Do I recall that when you were training before, you were using an app that involves zombies?
Yes, I actually just resubscribed to that app.
You did?
Called Zombies Run. And it's a really well-produced app that you can set some parameters, like how long you want to go, if you want to get chased by zombies, and if so, how fast you have to speed up so you don't get caught by them, or and how many times per hour you might get chased. But it's a whole story, and it's not talking to you the whole time. It's not telling the story the whole time. And it's actors doing different roles. And so you sort of get to know people. You're runner 5, and it's the zombie apocalypse. And so you go out on these missions. So every run is a different mission, and then you hear the story. And so it'll be, story for a couple minutes, and then you'll have a period with nothing where you can listen to nothing or your music or whatever. And then they'll come back in with a story. And so there's I don't know, 12 or 16 seasons of this. And when I originally used it, I had gotten quite far along in the story, and then I didn't use it for a long time. And so I just started back at the beginning. And it seems like they've remastered, re-engineered some of the stuff. So the sound quality is really good. And they've put sort of more clues about what's going to happen down the road and stuff. So yeah. And you don't actually get caught by the zombies. You drop supplies to distract the zombies so they can't get you. So as you're running, you're picking up supplies, and it's all virtual. You can run anywhere you want. You're not actually picking anything up.
And you're hearing this. You're not watching this.
Correct.
You're not. Yeah. I wonder if you had virtual reality glasses, would you be watching this?
Not if I was running out in the real world. I suppose if I was.
Well, what if you were an idiot?
Well, sure.
I don't know anything about virtual reality glasses. So that's pretty funny to me, because the idea of being chased by zombies sounds horrible to me. So yeah, it doesn't sound motivating. But the way you're describing it, and I can see your face and you're enjoying describing it. So clearly it's not horrible.
It's not horrible.
It's a fun idea. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's a really fun idea. And it is what got me running again. Yeah. And because when I was running marathons, I never listened to anything. I didn't listen to music. I didn't have anything in my ears. But I needed more distraction. I find it motivating. And the other thing it does is, I have it set to 3 chases an hour and a 10% increase. So that just means if I'm walking, I just need to go to a slow jog to evade the zombies. If I'm running, I just need to pick up the pace for a minute to evade the zombies.
So you went from, I really like to get back to running, to having a goal of a date, September 12th, I think.
Yeah.
And a motivational app to make it fun to get there. Have you worked out a schedule of how far you have to be able to run to make your 6-month goal? Do you have?
I don't have that figured out yet, but
that's usually part of it, right?
Yeah. absolutely.
Mhm.
But 6 months is a long time. I mean, I think probably what I'll do is Zombies has a Couch to 5K program. So
Mhm.
I might do that. And I think that's maybe 8 weeks. So I might start there and then 4 months to work up to a 10K. And the other thing that made me feel confident in signing up for it, they have an hour and 45-minute time limit. So if you don't, they start closing the course. So if
Mhm.
you're not done by that time, you don't get to finish. And if I just walked my normal, like, exercise walk pace, I could walk it in an hour and
In that
45.
time. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was trying to
So,
do the math. Yeah, that seems generous, which is great.
yeah.
So
So
even
I
if you
felt like
didn't,
even if I didn't run any of it,
yeah,
I can walk 6 miles in an hour and 45 minutes.
right. Right. And even if you got your training got interrupted for some reason, you could show up probably. You could probably do it today if you needed to, if you
Yeah.
wanted to. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that takes a little bit of the pressure off. But I'm imagining perhaps you'll have a goal time. Do you suppose you will?
Yeah. Well, I have like my optimal goal time, like my dream goal would be to do it in 60 minutes.
Okay.
So, that would be like, I've been
Under
watching a
10 minutes
lot
a
of
mile.
I've been watching a lot of British shows, so I'd be really chuffed if I
Very
if I
chuffed.
hit 60 minutes.
Yeah.
But really, I just want to finish it. I don't really care
Yeah.
what my time is.
Yeah.
But,
Well,
it's sort of like when I ran that 5K last year. It was like, oh, I just want to finish it. But if I could do it in 30 minutes, that would be awesome.
and did you? Do you know?
I did. And
Why am I not surprised?
I actually came in second in my age group, my women's age group.
Nice.
Yeah, which was a real surprise. I mean, that's what the sort of the beauty of continuing to do these things as you get older.
I was trying to think of a nice way to say that. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of the nice things about the aging athlete is
Yeah.
you get to celebrate some wins that you didn't in your
Right.
youth.
Yes,
Perhaps.
exactly.
Well, that's excellent. I think that I like what baked into that whole thing is letting go of perfectionism, right? I mean, if you're going to
Yeah.
be happy with an hour and 45 minutes for your 6.3 miles,
Mhm.
6.2 miles, 6.2, yeah,
Yeah,
then
6.2.
that's excellent. And
Yeah.
yeah,
And having so much time really lets me ease up on the perfectionism. Like, I can take my time to get to that place.
yeah, yeah, that's so good. That's really good. And I
Yeah.
appreciate what you said about when we were talking about my stairs, how building in the permission. There's no reason to be, for me, to be at all perfectionistic about it. Not that I'm inclined to, but like all
Right.
I need to do is get to the top without
Right.
dying. And I need to do that. I mean, I need not to die when I do it, but
Yeah. I mean,
it's just a
we
fun
all
goal.
would hope that you wouldn't die doing it.
Yeah. But if I did, I'd die what I love doing. Die doing what I love. Walking upstairs.
Yeah. I think sort of the bottom line is, at least when it comes to fitness for me, having a purpose, having a goal, having a reason to do it makes it so much easier.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. So we'll have to figure out what we're going to do when these goals are met.
I know. Well, that's how I ended up signing up for the Oslo 10K was,
right.
I need a goal.
Right. Right. That's so fun.
Well, we would love to hear from you, our listeners. Do you get caught up in perfectionism and fitness? You can let us know on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube at Getting to Good Enough. You can email us at gettingtogoodenough@gmail.com. You can leave us a message at 413-424-GTGE. That's 4843. Until next time, this is Shannon Wilkinson in Portland, Oregon.
And Janine Adams in St. Louis, Missouri.
And we hope that good enough is getting easier for you. Thanks for joining us on Getting to Good Enough. We hope you heard something that makes your life just a little bit easier. If you did, leave us a review or share this with someone who's looking for their own version of good enough.
Thanks for listening. See you soon.
Now I am really motivated to climb the stairs with you in May.
Oh, you could start training. You have a tall house.
Yeah.
You can just go up and down.
Up and down 10 times.